Welcome to Love in Life, a guide to a positive mindset. My aim is to show you that the key to a happier and more positive mind is to love the life you have. We will look at tips and tools you can use to improve your mindset, and the best thing is, we'll all be on this journey together. Welcome back to Love in Life, where we are on our third installment in our chakra mini-series. So we're looking at the third chakra today, which is the solar plexus. And if you have been watching any of the episodes or listening to the episodes so far, then you'll know that for each one, we look at what it is, why it becomes blocked, the physical and the emotional signs that it could be blocked, and we have a look at ways that we can support it or unblock it. But before we get going, I just want to remind you that if you're enjoying these episodes, in order for more people to see them, in order to show myself, to show YouTube, to show all the other platforms how much you are appreciating what you're watching, what you're listening, please don't forget to subscribe. It just shows everyone how much I'm valued, and then more people get the chance to see it. I'd also love for you to enter my giveaway. So in order to do that, I just need you to send me a review, and you can do this on the platform that you're watching or listening, or you can email me directly. So the details of that are in the show notes. So the third chakra is the solar plexus. So the first is the root, the second is the sacral, and the third is the solar plexus. And this is located just above the belly button. So if you put a couple of fingers above the belly button, that's where it's located. The color that is associated with the solar plexus is yellow. The element that is associated with the solar plexus is fire. So it's very much linked to the sun, the energy of the sun. This is the center for self-confidence, the center for self-awareness, for self-esteem, for feeling like you're in control of your own life. It's a center for action, taking action. It's the center for transformation. The solar plexus is what governs the fire inside us. It's how we know what gets us excited. The fire aspect of the solar plexus is very much represents strength, vitality, willpower, and the emotions that are linked to the solar plexus are courage and strength, happiness and joy. It's very much linked to the sun. How does the sun make you feel? When the sun's shining on you, it makes you feel happy. It makes you feel joyous. And this is what is represented in the solar plexus. So how does it become blocked? Because it's linked to personal power, to self-confidence, anything that jeopardizes these feelings can cause an energy block in this center. So experiences that have led to lack of self-esteem, lack of confidence, and this could be things like bullying, being in a relationship where there is lots of power or where you lose control of your power, any other experiences that lead to feeling powerless, any abuse, any situations where you have felt powerless, where you have felt that you have to give your power away. We also take a look at what physical and emotional signs there are that your solar plexus is blocked. And the thing is, any of the signs that we look at can also be triggers. So if these have happened to take place in your life, if you happen to experience any of these, then these can cause your solar plexus to become blocked. So not only are they signs that they're blocked, they can cause it to become blocked. And this is the same with any of the chakras. So what are the physical signs that the energy in your sacral is not flowing freely? So given that the location of your solar plexus is in your abdomen, it's just above your belly button. So any organs and systems in that region are going to be susceptible to becoming weak. Any negative energy that is stored in this chakra will spill out onto those regions. So we are looking at the liver, the pancreas, the gallbladder, the adrenal glands. And what the adrenal glands are responsible for is producing hormones that regulate metabolism, hormones that regulate the immune system, and hormones that regulate your stress response. Other physical signs that is blocked could be poor metabolism. So if you have suffered extreme weight gain or extreme weight loss, fatigue, irritable bowel syndrome, and stomach ulcers. Emotional signs that your solar plexus is blocked is all linked to personal power, positivity, confidence. So if you have a lack of self-esteem, if you have a lack of self-worth, a lack of self-confidence, if you easily slip into victim mentality, and this is a hard one to admit, but you'll know. If you find that you give away your power, and whether you give away your power to people, to illness, if you notice that you have a lack of ambition, a lack of determination, and a lack of motivation, but then if any situations have happened in your life to make you feel like this, then this creates a block in your solar plexus. If you have control issues, so do you find that you have an excessive need to be in control of yourself? Or do you find that you have a need to be in control of others? This might mean that you have excess energy in your solar plexus. But if you find that you have no control, so if you give away your control easily, if you give away your power, this can be a sign that there's blocked energy, stagnant, negative energy in your solar plexus. This quite often leads to difficulty in setting boundaries. So and this makes sense, obviously, if you are able to give away your control, then you are lowering your boundaries. So pay attention to these things. What would it look like to have an open solar plexus, a free-flowing solar plexus? And if you imagine each chakra, so the Sanskrit for chakra is wheel. So if you can imagine, the energy sort of spins round. And if there's anything blocking this energy spinning round, then that becomes the energy to become blocked. So what does an open solar plexus look like? You will have self-confidence and a reasonable, good amount of self-confidence, knowing your capabilities, being able to make decisions easily. Again, due to the location of the solar plexus, is linked to digestion. So being able to digest something, and I mean this metaphorically, being able to digest something that's happened. A lot of us struggle to do this. A lot of us struggle to let go of things. So if you had an open solar plexus, then you would be able to digest things and you would be feeling on top of the world and like you can do anything, you can achieve anything. Any goals that you want to set yourself, any ambitions you've got, you really have the confidence that you can achieve this. So how do we get the energy back into alignment? If you notice that you're struggling with self-worth, you lack self-esteem, how can we focus on this, on improving this energy in your life? So as always, using the color to affect your emotions. So using the color yellow, obviously, you can wear yellow, wear yellow clothes, have yellow around the house, yellow cushions, yellow blankets, wear yellow shoes, yellow socks, yellow underwear. Have yellow flowers around the house. I love sunflowers. I love tulips. So if you can get some yellow tulips, some yellow roses, sunflowers actually represent happiness and good fortune and positive opportunities, which these are all highly linked to the solar plexus as well. Foods that you can eat, obviously any yellow foods, so yellow peppers, bananas, mangoes, pineapple, lemon, they are great for the solar plexus. Ginger, turmeric, these have positive effects on digestion. And given that the solar plexus is located near your digestive system, therefore it's highly linked to the digestive system. Whole grains such as brown rice, whole wheat bread, whole wheat pasta, they're good for fueling the body with good energy. Be aware that white versions of these things, so white rice, white bread, they are not particularly good energy for the body. In fact, they can have the opposite effect. The whole grains give you energy. White, refined grains can actually deplete your energy. So just be aware of that. I love white rice, and I'm not giving that up for anyone, I'm afraid. Cayenne powder, cayenne pepper, its ability to fire up the body. Obviously, we're linking everything to fire with the solar plexus. Herbal teas that you can drink, obviously ginger, turmeric, lemon, peppermint as well. As always, essential oils. I love using aromatherapy for just lifting my mood, and this can have a massive effect on your chakras, on the energy in those centers. So rosemary oil reduces anxiety and stress, and it helps to uplift mood. And obviously, if you lack self-esteem, if you lack self-confidence, then you're going to be pretty high in anxiety. So rosemary oil will be great for reducing that. Ginger, which is something I actually mentioned in the last 2 weeks. So you're going to find that some of these cross over. When they're close together, they're going to cross over. But ginger brings you back to positivity when you're stuck in a negative rut. Obviously, it's also great for digestion. So the link there is quite significant. Spearmint reduces nervousness and self-doubt. Obviously, this is great if you suffer with low self-esteem. It boosts confidence, and it boosts concentration, and it boosts your energy. Yoga moves that are great for ensuring the free flowing energy in this area. So given where it is, anything that's linked to core strengthening yoga poses and exercises for that matter. But yoga poses, you've got the boat pose, you've got sun salutation. Obviously, you've got the link to the sun there as well. But it's also great for core and stability. And you've got the warrior pose. This is all about strength and personal power. But any exercises, so if you do resistance training, like any core strengthening exercises or anything that makes you feel particularly strong, is going to help increase the flow of energy in your solar plexus. Like quite often, if we're feeling physically strong, we feel mentally strong as well, and vice versa. Okay, affirmations. So we want to focus on affirmations that center around power, around self-worth, around positivity. The solar plexus is all about happiness and positivity and confidence. So I feel calm, confident, and powerful. I feel motivated to pursue my purpose. I am worthy of respect for myself and for others. I am pure, positive energy. I love that one. I am worthy of joy, happiness, and success. Every day, I understand my purpose with greater clarity. I confidently and fearlessly believe in myself. I celebrate the abundance of everything in my life. Music and sound frequency. So, the frequency that is associated with the solar plexus is 5 to 8 hertz. And this is one of the solfeggio frequencies. When your body interacts with these frequencies, it makes your chakras vibrate at the same frequency. So when you engage with 5 to 8 hertz, this focuses on the solar plexus. And we've talked before about different ways that you can use different music or sound frequencies to help with your chakras. And to help with just general well-being and meditation. So you can search up on YouTube or on any music platform. You can search up 5 to 8 hertz, and you will find an absolute wealth of meditations, of sounds that you can have playing in the background. I've got one of the casting things, so you can cast it. I cast mine to the TV and I just have it playing in the background. Other ways that you can use sound frequency, sound baths, so gongs, tuning forks. You can get tuning forks that are aligned with each of the 7 chakras, and singing bowls. I absolutely love the sound of singing bowls. Okay, we've got a couple more left. So spend time around natural heat. So the solar plexus is linked with the fire element. So be around a fire, make a campfire. Like, what nicer way to spend a summer evening by sitting out in the garden, sitting around a fire, practicing gratitude, or in the winter, light a fire in the house if you're able to. We're lucky enough that we have got 2 wood burning stoves. So be around fire and just like, it's mesmerizing being around a fire, isn't it? I don't know about you, but I totally get sucked into the energy of when there's a fire on. And being in the sun, obviously, the solar plexus is linked with the sun energy. So, I mean, being in the sun just makes you feel great anyway, doesn't it? As long as you don't get sunburnt. But soak up that vitamin D. Vitamin D supports, amongst other things, supports digestion, supports hormones, and supports the immune system. So this is specifically linked to the solar plexus, obviously. Crystals that you can use to help increase the flow of energy in the solar plexus. Citrine, one of my absolute favorite crystals. It absorbs negative energy and transmutes it into positive energy. It's just the happiest. Like, just looking at a citrine crystal, it just looks like happiness to me. It just represents positivity. Calcite, and you can get lots of different colors of calcite. I've got you see it there, actually, an orange calcite, but the yellow one in particular, and obviously the orange one would be great for the sacral, but the yellow one in particular is energy amplifying. It takes a little bit of strength. So any little bit of strength that you've got, it takes that and it turns it into an abundance of confidence. Yellow jasper, it uses the energy of the sun to replace darkness with light and positivity. It's the stone of protection. And then finally, sunstone. Sunstone encourages emotional intelligence, self-worth, confidence, and clarity. Traumas. So any healing, any therapy that you can do, any journaling that you can do around past traumas, around past experiences that have caused any knock on your confidence, any issues with your self-esteem, anything that relates to your self-worth and your self-doubt. Find out why these have happened. Find out what your triggers are when these keep reoccurring. And obviously, if you're working on these past traumas, then use the other things that we've mentioned alongside the therapy, the talking, the journaling, to support the healing process. So burn some ginger oil, have your citrine crystal, go and sit out in the sunshine and do your journaling. If you can use a number of these things at the same time, then this is just going to help boost the energy even more. And then the last thing I've got written down is mirror work. This is something that can be really difficult to do, even if you don't think it is. So I'm just going to show you what mirror work is like now. And I'm going to try not to feel like a dick when I'm doing it. Okay. So look yourself in the eyes and feel what you're feeling. Give yourself like 2 minutes to look yourself in the eye. Pause this video and do it now. Look yourself in the eye and don't say anything for the first couple of minutes. Just literally look yourself in the eye, and you will be, if you've never done this before, you'll be amazed at the emotions that come up, at the thoughts that come up. And it's hard for me to explain. It's just the kind of thing you have to try this yourself. You have to do this yourself. But be aware of any negative or not positive thoughts that come to you. And that's okay. Like that just gives you a little insight into what you need to work on. I find it really effective to talk to yourself. So rather than saying I am, look at yourself as if yourself in the mirror is your best friend and say, you are amazing. You are confident. You are worthy. So there we go. That is the solar plexus. It's all about positivity in yourself. It's all about confidence. It's all about power and strength and decisiveness, knowing what you want and feeling the confidence to go and get it. Come and follow me on Instagram, join my Facebook group where I'll be sharing different ways, different things that I'm doing to help improve my chakra health. But not only that, ways that I improve my mindset. Please don't forget to submit your reviews to be entered into my giveaway where I'm giving away a one-to-one session to one person. And these sessions would be great if there's a particular area that you want to focus on, a particular discomfort that you've noticed has come up for you whilst you've been learning about the chakras. And we can find out where this has come from. We can help heal that moment. If you don't want to wait that long, don't forget you can book one of my discounted sessions that I'm holding at the moment. for the duration of this chakra mini series. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you next time for the heart chakra. And someone's just come over to say goodbye. This is Hugo. Say hello. Oh, that'd be nice and loud in the microphone, wouldn't it? Was that nice? Thanks for joining me. See you next time.